Just because I've recently, by recently, I know you were literally there when it happened, but just because I've cleaned my Crocs, I am now hyper aware of how much my Crocs are touching everything. But I feel like this goes for any time anyone cleans shoes.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I take care of my dogs. I like try to clean those off, but I don't really like. Actually, the only shoes that I've ever really, really cleaned were my Vans. Not my Vans, my Converse.
Have you done the, what is it, the Mr. Clean Magic Eraser thing, where you clean your shoes, the rubber parts of your shoes with that?
I did. Oh, wow. I'm actually realizing I've done this a lot more than I thought. Because I did that with I did like that kind of something similar to that, but with my Air Force Ones, my white ones.
That's exactly it. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before. Everyone who doesn't already know. For Mr. Clean sponges, if you don't want to buy them at full price, get yourself a melamine sponge. Same thing. Much lower cost. You can get them at Daiso, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like we
saw them last time we went.
Yeah. There's one near here, near us.
We do need to be going to a Daiso because we've been going to Dollar Tree a lot. We've also been plugging Dollar Tree a lot. Also, we are plugging Daiso.
Yes.
I love Daiso. I feel like there's always good stationery, there's cute tote bags, there's fun decorations, and then there's just good stuff for around the house.
Yeah, I got my chopsticks, all my dog chopsticks.
And you're like, you got a bento box set there, right?
Yeah, I left it in Boston.
Oh, it's okay. We can replace it. It's Daiso.
Yeah, it's okay.
But that's sad.
I know.
Big moves from West Coast. I mean, from East Coast to the West Coast. And West Coast to the East Coast. That's just really hard in general.
Yeah, you have to sacrifice some items.
Oh, you seriously have to sacrifice so many things. I had this off-brand purple pillow. It was 10 pounds. I loved that thing. It was like, I'm a back sleeper, and I really enjoyed it. This is my bed back there, and not Ronnie, but the bed behind Ronnie. And I showed Ronnie how I sleep in it. I have my body pillow on one side, and then I have another pillow on the other side, and then I have two pillows under my head, but they're kind of somewhat flat-ish, and I sleep on my back, and then I just hold the pillows like this, and I like cross my arms, and I do this. For those of you who cannot see, I lie down on my back. I have both pillows kind of under my arms, and then I cross my arms and interlace my fingers right in front of around my solar plexus area. Yes. I sleep like I'm in a coffin.
Yeah, you're like Sleeping Beauty waiting for your true love's kiss.
Yes. I bit the apple. It's literally because the apple's rotten right to the core. That's like I think the apple's rotten right to the core from all the things that we
Shut up.
Anyways, it's good. Where are we driving? Vaughn's.
Probably. Vaughn's
or in the past weeks, the tuxedo store.
Yeah. God,
Oh,
there's so much.
we haven't really like explained what the fuck is going on in terms of our outfits and whatnot.
Let's talk
Hi, yeah. So again, happy almost Halloween. We are dressed as cunty detectives. I had nothing specific in mind, but we were going to be cunty detectives that were wearing sunglasses, and we were going to be cunty red detectives. So that's what we're sticking to right now.
Look at my carnations.
This is my IKEA Gorsnig
like
bag
grandpa.
in the back. What were you saying?
I kind of look like my grandpa.
Oh.
You're saying?
This is my IKEA Gorsnig bag. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. For anyone who actually knows how to pronounce all of the names of all of the items at IKEA, please correct me and teach me how. I love the IKEA bags. I have a collection of them. I just got the Santa one when we were looking for the ghost one. pisses me off.
He wants the ghost one.
I talk about them all the time. They're like almost 20, they're like 19.5 gallon bags that hold literally everything, and they're like everything proof. You can like wash them down with a hose, and they're made out of recycled materials, and they have cool, fun designs.
The children yearn for
the IKEA bags.
Yearn for the IKEA bags.
And I've talked about this before. I'm gonna repeat myself. I don't care. Y'all have to listen to it, but Balenciaga copied the design. It was intentional, and they like did a shout out to it, and IKEA was never actually mad, but it was really funny because they posted something that was really salty, and they're like, how to spot a real IKEA Fracta bag.
And then Charlie XCX has a bag now.
Yeah, Charlie XCX also has a 19.5 gallon IKEA style tote bag. That's
just
Brat.
Brat green and says Brat.
Yep, and it's being sold at the Sweat Tour right now, and I need one, but that's also really expensive, but also fair in some ways.
Is it cute or is it Brat?
It's cute and it's Brat and it's useful. Because the thing is, they make good beach bags. They make good laundry baskets. They make good, like, anything bags. I've seen people take around firewood in it. I'm pretty sure I've seen Sierra take around firewood in it for when we go to the beach.
She said that she's done that before.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people have done that for, like, Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Scouts in general. Big fan of them. Recycled materials. Super cool. Definitely get yourself one if you don't already have one. It's very worth it. And
cheap.
For the blue one, like the standard blue one, it is 99 cents.
Super cheap,
and sometimes they go on sale for some reason, so that's crazy. If you want to get the fun, interesting other variation designs of them, they're like less than $4 each typically. So love them.
Yeah.
But yes. Hello again, my frisky friends, and welcome back to another episode of rambling about things I read on Reddit. I wish I wasn't packing up my stuff from the place that I learned to love you. I wish I had never given up on all the compositions of our tunes. Now I'm sleeping until 4 p.m. Stayed up all night cause we were talking about him. And I knew that this would happen then. I'm feeling a little bit giggly today. Ooh, let me, what did you just say?
I said hee.
Okay.
What did you think I said?
I don't even want to say it. I'm scared that it's gonna come back into existence if I say it, but now I have to say it for you so then you know what I'm referencing. I was really worried because I wasn't able to listen hard enough. I was worried that you said, and excuse me, to all of the watchers and listeners, I thought you said giggity.
Oh.
That's why I looked at you with such disdain.
No.
I didn't mean it.
No.
I was so worried.
I said
that,
hee.
And that's perfectly good. That's perfectly okay.
Yeah.
I was so worried I heard the other one. I didn't mean to express disdain in your direction.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
I need to, yeah. Anyways. Oh, hello everyone. My name is Brandon Moore. I'm your host.
And I'm your co-host, Ronnie Red.
Yes, and today we're talking about whatever I wanted to talk about. Do I remember what I wrote? No. Did I write it like an hour and a half ago? Yeah. So, this is really exciting. I think it's gonna be really interesting because I totally told you that I would take notes while we were watching stuff together earlier. I didn't take notes while we were watching stuff together earlier.
You know,
I finished everything before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know you figured that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you turned your phone to me and then showed me that you were on Amazon, I was like, that's what I got.
Yeah.
At least you found something good though.
I did found something good. So we are going to jump immediately into my talking points section that I so very much so love to write and share with everyone because what does it mean? It means that I get to go on my phone and do absolutely whatever I want and then take notes on the things that I did.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's it. I feel like sharing how I exist with my phone is an interesting way for everyone to get to know me and us.
Yeah.
And then you can share how you interact with your phone. So we are going to start off with there are so many new K-pop and J-pop releases, beginning with Whiplash. 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 Anyways, so aespa released a new like mini album. It's the 5th mini album, right?
Yes.
I think the 5th. And we love it. This one came out immediately after Armageddon. Not immediately after, but this is the one that's immediately after Armageddon in terms of their release structure. And we took a full listen today, and I would say that I rate the entire mini album a 7 out of 10.
That's fair. I was gonna say 7.5.
Yeah, I would probably add the half point as well. So 7.5 out of 10. I rate it the same way that you would, because it's a really good mini album. I am not personally inclined to love every single one of the songs. The last 2 songs are not my faves. But that's not to say that I dislike them.
Yeah.
They're just not the types of, like, they aren't under the category of music that I typically gravitate towards. And I also find that there's a capacity for the writers that they're working with to help them express themselves a little bit better with those styles of music.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. Because obviously, I love everything aespa does. So I don't dislike this one. But
Yeah.
I do think that there is other like potential for growth. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like it's a fun thing because there's more that I have to be able to want from aespa because of that.
Yeah. Oh.
Lots of clearances.
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Jabatin.
That was singing.
That was.
Singing.
I was about to start sounding like Jennifer Coolidge again. Yeah, the new Ace was so good.
It is. It's really good, especially Whiplash. And I know that that's like their main targeted single. Sorry. What if they choose good main targeted singles anyways?
My faves were... Okay, I liked the... What's the track
I can pull
list?
up the track list.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like I didn't like the way the track list was set up.
I agree with that. I feel like the flow of it could have been benefited with a restructure of that.
I agree. It was right there, I think.
Well, you have to deal with me looking them up and
Okay.
going to their page that way. So,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because I would have put Flights, Not Feelings after Whiplash personally.
I understand that.
Or Pink Hoodie.
I get that. I feel like I craved a more gradual progression of the sounds.
Yeah, so there's 2 ways that I was structuring it in my head, where it was like going into the sound, and then there's one where it's going out of the sound.
Yes.
So I understand.
Yeah.
Because
Aside from that, though. Oh, wait, because what?
I mean, I really like Flowers, TBH. I really like that one.
I did really like Flowers. The only one that I was like gravitating towards the least was exclusively Just Another Girl.
Yeah, I don't really care for that one. Honestly, that song could have been wiped off of it and I would have been fine.
Okay, let's look at the writers. Hold on. Few credits. Hopefully it's all up. What are the sounds outside?
I know. It's a plane.
Oh, it's a plane. I was like, hello?
It's a plane, but whatever. Literally, stop lying.
Performed by aespa, written by Ellen Berg, Fabian Torsen, Lee Suran, Moa Kazi, Opea, Carl Becker, and Nerman Haram Basic. And produced by Chantry Johnson.
Well, the song was basic, so.
I do find that it was very... Every other K-pop girl group is forced to also have a song that sounds like this on every larger scale release, like a mini album or an album in general.
I mean, like I was telling you earlier, I was already listing 3 songs in my head that had the same exact melody. Mm-hmm. Same exact melody, same exact vibe. Like,
honestly, same exact kind, like, types of lyrics too.
Mm-hmm. It's like, okay.
And there's always some kind of, like, guitar in it.
Yeah, it's because
and then it, like, doesn't sound like a rock guitar. It sounds like a dainty little, tiny little Fender beginner practice amp guitar. I really don't know how else to describe it because it's very dainty. It's not as full as I feel like it could be.
No, yeah, and then it feels emotionless and flat.
Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like in some ways I find that they didn't make such good use of any of their voices in that song.
No, yeah, because it's like it's just like it feels really expressionless. Mm-hmm. Because there's like no, like, I mean, you can hear the difference in, like, immediately, like, songs like Armageddon where they, like, have so much expression in the song when they're singing it that's what makes the song.
Yeah.
And this one, there's just like, no, I don't feel it.
I agree.
I don't feel them connecting with what they're singing. Mm-hmm. Even though I don't know what they're saying, but I can feel what they're saying in Armageddon because I can literally, like, I can feel it.
Yeah, and I mean, even if you break it down, songs like this on their releases, like if you break it down through translation, with the lyrics, like stuff like Armageddon and Whiplash, literally continue the lore that they're building with, like, their group concept, and I feel like that point is completely missed with songs like this, and it feels like a waste of a song. Like, I get sad for specifically the girl groups when they are given songs that all sound the same just because their overarching company is like, this is gonna hit the markets. And it's like, I mean, sure, but also every time y'all release songs like this, they're always the most disliked songs on every single release.
Avril Lavigne.
Yes. Also, speaking of which, this is not necessarily the most random thing, but the first take, and I know we've watched it together, but everyone watching and listening to us needs to know this. Avril Lavigne is also on the first take, and if I'm not mistaken, the first take is a, like, Japanese YouTube live recording music show.
She ate those.
She absolutely destroyed that shit. She also looked so good. She pulled up. She was Avril Lavigne being the most Avril fucking Lavigne that I've ever fucking seen.
No, yeah.
Ooh, wait, bars.
That was great. That was literally so good. She sounds so good.
Love her. She's so out of context.
No, yeah.
Literally, minasaiko arigato kawaii.
Also, I feel like we've talked about this actually, but this is a gentle, not so gentle reminder that Avril Lavigne has an entire album in multiple languages. It's the Girlfriend EP.
It's the Girlfriend EP by Avril Lavigne.
Yeah. You can.
It's so worth the look up because
EP,
it's like, okay, what defines an EP, right? Like, we think that that's going to be like a smaller amount of songs. There are 25 songs on this Girlfriend EP.
So let's go through how many languages there are real quick.
So, you keep track of the numbers. I'm just going to read the names and, like, languages.
Okay.
Girlfriend, radio edit. Girlfriend.
Wait.
Oh, wait. You don't have to keep track of the numbers because there's literally numbers right next to them. We're so good.
Hold on. Hold
What?
the phone.
What are you doing?
Well, I want to see how many
languages it's in?
Languages.
Okay, we'll go through... I'll go through the versions first, and then you can count how many languages there are as I go through, okay?
Okay.
Girlfriend, radio edit. 2, girlfriend. 3, girlfriend. The Submarine's Time Warp 66. It's not big enough for me to read all of that right now. 4, girlfriend, Junkie XL mix. 5, girlfriend, French version, clean. 6, girlfriend, French version, explicit. 7, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest of it because it is not fully expanded. 8, girlfriend, Spanish version, clean. 9, girlfriend, Spanish version, explicit. 10, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest because it's not fully expanded. 11, girlfriend, German version, clean. 12, girlfriend, German version, explicit. 13, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest because it's not fully expanded. 14, girlfriend, Italian version. 15, girlfriend, Italian version, explicit. 16, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest because it's not fully expanded. 17, girlfriend, Portuguese version, clean. 18, girlfriend, Portuguese version, explicit. 19, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest because it's not fully expanded. 20, girlfriend, Japanese version, clean. 21, girlfriend, Japanese version, explicit version. 22, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest because it's not fully expanded. Girlfriend, Mandarin version, clean. Girlfriend, Mandarin version, explicit. 25, girlfriend, The Submarine's Time Warp 66. Can't read the rest because it's not fully expanded.
7 languages.
7 languages, clean and explicit versions. And for all of you that don't already know, for those of you that don't already know, she recorded every single language.
That was
like all of the languages listed. She recorded them. She re-recorded the song, singing in that language. It's very impressive.
Guys, go check it out. TBH, it's awesome.
She is a woman of the world, to say the least. Like she's all around. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, and back to Espa. So Whiplash, Kill It, Flights Not Feelings, Pink Hoodie, and Flowers. Oh, I really like those. And I feel like Flowers gives us more of the vibe that... I don't even remember the name of the last one.
Just Another Girl.
Just Another Girl. Flowers gives a similar vibe to that, but I feel like it's executed better. So I feel like Just Another Girl was kind of pointless. Mm-hmm. I wanted them to like end it on a different note or something like that.
I would have been fine if they ended it there.
On Flowers? Mm-hmm. I agree with you. Yes. The other one that I felt like listing was Five, the J-pop group. Absolutely loved them. Love them. They released a song called UFO, and it's so crazy.
I like the music video.
Yeah. UFO is a very major sounding song, and for those of you that don't fully understand music, major is like more happy feeling types of music, and it's not necessarily upbeat. It just sounds like it's happier. And UFO sounded like that without being an overly happy song that like pissed me off.
Yeah, because I love major. No, I don't.
Yeah, no, like it has to be used properly.
Yeah.
But they did enough in terms of filling out the song that it didn't sound like it was so empty. It didn't feel like they were... Because the big trouble with major songs, and I'm sure you agree, is that when you add enough elements, it sounds so happy that it feels like the song sounds like someone is faking happy, the emotion. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they did a better job of executing, keeping it from getting that far.
Yeah.
It was perfectly regulated. It sounded just dissonant enough, just like yucky enough that... Yuck. Now you got me blushing, cheeks are red when the blood starts rushing, yuck. Like, it felt like it... Well, I mean, yeah, literally that vibe. because that's a majory song, but it doesn't feel like it's too happy. It keeps you away from that. And for those of you who don't know that song, Yuck by Charlie XCX, please look it up. You will enjoy it. And if you don't, you can't listen to this podcast anymore. So I don't make the rules, but I do. But I for the sake of what I'm saying right now, I don't make the rules. That's on you. I do like that song a lot, though. I think it's really cool. I need to take some more time to listen to it, just to enjoy more of the intricacies. Oh, also the new Misamo. It sounds like a Christmas song.
Guys, it sounds like Christmas.
Like, and that's not really a bad thing. It's just one of those songs that when I hear it, I feel like I'm listening to something that belongs to a season, or like listening to something that belongs to a holiday. Like, unless it's October, I'm not going to be listening to the Monster Mash.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah. Like, I was saying earlier that, like, it's a Christmas song. It's not a winter song. Because winter music, you can listen to all year round, but it just, like, has the winter vibes. It doesn't have a winter vibe. It just has a Christmas vibe.
Yeah. And it's very, I see what was like being like attempted in terms of making it kind of bubblegummy, but it sounded so much more Christmassy than bubblegummy, and that is where a lot of groups have a challenge.
I was gonna say, I feel like that happens a lot where people try to go for bubblegum pop, and then it just ends up sounding like Christmas at Macy's.
And it all comes down to literally the elements that they end up deciding to use, because there was this video that I watched, I feel like it was in 2020. It was about how, like, the formula for making a Christmas song, because the thing is, like, you can write a song about Christmas and everything, and it still won't sound like a Christmas song. You can even mention, like, Christmas as a lyric in the song, and it still won't feel like a Christmas song if you use it correctly. But when you add the right elements, and I think one of the most perfect examples of, like, the Christmas formula in terms of sounds is, like, all of Mariah Carey's Christmas discography.
Like her entire Christmas album?
Like, yes, just in general. Because it's, like, you have the sleigh bells, you have, like, the specific chord progression. Because in very signature Christmas songs, like, even, like, like, even like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like it shares chord progressions with Mariah Carey's music, and like it works so well. And having the sleigh bells, and then also like having certain like bright piano sounds along with like certain choral elements, like as strange as it sounds, a lot of those things end up also like meshing with bubblegum pop.
Yeah.
And I feel like they accidentally did a really good job of like following the Christmas song formula, like by making this song.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't dislike it though.
No, yeah.
But I have to be in the right headspace to listen to it.
I'll tell you what I didn't like.
Okay.
Gold by Itzy.
Oh, and this is one that really breaks my heart, because it's one of those things where it's like every time the haters have decided to speak up about hating Itzy, they've been wrong. And then in this case, I fear that if they say they don't like the song, a lot of the reasons that they say they don't like the song will end up being valid, because the song is very empty. And I felt I was so ready for something big, something so much bigger because of the producer.
And it's so not cohesive.
Yeah. Like, and it's not written well for their voices either.
No, it like doesn't sound good. They don't sound good. It's not written well. It doesn't really make sense. So just, and we're also like really big midsies, guys.
Yeah, before anyone tries to come for us, saying that we're fake fucking fans of ITZY. No, that's absolutely not the case. The reason that we are upset about this and dislike what's going on is because we are unhappy that ITZY is served injustices consistently.
Yeah, like they deserve so much better.
Yeah, they really do deserve so much better because they're so talented.
Yeah, the worst part is I really like the visuals and I love the like outfits and stuff like that.
The dance is pretty cool too. The reason it doesn't look cool is because it's too good for the song.
Yeah.
And they're all too good of dancers for the song.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Because the choreo is really cool.
Like, the song cannot handle them.
Yeah, no.
If anything.
It's so sad and disappointing.
If anything, like, if it was at least, like, I don't know, if they pushed it maybe a whole step up or a whole step down, all of them would have rested a little bit more comfortably. Because this one is just, like, right in the range where you can hear all of them nearly flipping to their head voice or their chest voice or their belt, and it's like so evident that like it's just not the ideal range for all of them because of where they're all resting, because it's like none of them can like decidedly stick to their head voice or stick to their head and mixed voice. Like it's all just like the weird middle ground of all of that for all of them at most points in the song.
It's because it's like they wanted something like cake.
And it sounds like it. You can totally tell that that's what they were trying to achieve.
Yeah. And they want cake, but they can't do it right.
When we say they as well, we're referring to the entire team that backs ITZY. Because, let's be real, guys. ITZY is not doing this all by themselves, and it's not realistic for them to.
No, yeah, not at all.
But, yeah, I don't know. I think there's potential for a lot of good, but I worry.
I know. I hope that, like, the rest of the release is, like, a lot better, because one thing about them is they will always have the better songs, not be the singles.
And it's crazy because there's no cool choreography that goes along with it. There's no music video. There's no cool outfits that in my brain become like signature visuals that remind me of those songs, of those eras in their music. And that makes me sad. Like, all of our absolute favorite ITZY songs are not necessarily their main singles.
Yeah.
Because they have such cool writing in the most random songs.
That's how I feel about NMIX as well.
Yes, I agree with that. Even though I do love their singles.
I love their singles, but then they always have a hidden banger.
Yes.
Like, especially not this last EP that they just released, but the one before that. I like the back half of the album more than the front half.
Yeah, I get that.
Because, like, Passion Fruit and Boom, are you fucking kidding me?
That's absolutely.
They're fucking
ooh, baby, ooh, ooh, tick, 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 boom, boom, ooh, baby, ooh, ooh, tick, 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 boom. Like, that shit is crazy. It's so good.
And, that, like...
They're so talented, too. I'm so glad that one randomly recommended YouTube video made me listen to NMIX. Made me watch NMIX.
I know, and I'm thankful that you showed me NMIX.
That saved lives, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
That saved lives. That kept me sane. That made me hopeful for the music industry.
That was your butterfly effect.
Shout out to Sophie Holohan.
Yep.
Everyone stream Butterfly Effect by Sophie Holohan. Sophie Holohan is so fucking talented and gorgeous and wonderful and such a lovely soul.
TBH.
TBH. Sophie, love you, miss you. Hope you're doing well. I like all the stuff that you're releasing. Follow Sophie on TikTok. Sophie also has really cool music that Sophie likes to showcase on TikTok. And also in live shows and whatnot. You can get all of Sophie's info by following Sophie at Sophie Holohan. Sophie.Holohan, I think. Yeah. But you can look up Sophie Holohan. HOLOHAN. We love her. Plug her. Follow her. Like, like, what would be good for the world? For you to follow. Sophie Holohan.
Mm-hmm.
Getting back to my talking points. So for all of the slushies who are watching, Martin and Hamza were white chicks, and they looked so good and acted so well. Because like I open my TikTok and then I just see them approach me, and then I'm just like, hold on, why are the white chicks in front of me? Why are they there?
Why are they there?
And then I looked further,
Why are
and
they
I was
them
like,
there?
why is that Martin's smile? Why is that Martin's smile? Why is that Hamza's smile? Like that was the scariest part, because I
Yeah.
didn't see them until I saw them smile, and I was like, oh my god, here they are.
Here they them are.
Here they them are. That was scary. Love them though. We watched more of their YouTube videos. What did we watch? We watched them making a Nara Smith recipe. No, Emily Mariko.
Emily Mariko.
Emily Mariko pumpkin,
Guys.
like Emily Mariko liquidy pumpkin pie.
Also, like, let me just really quickly put this out there. I used to be obsessed with Emily Mariko. I mean, okay, talked about this before. I don't like seafood because I don't really like, it's a texture thing. And
And a flavor thing, right?
yeah, a little
Like
bit.
the fishiness.
Yeah,
like
I don't like when things are like overly fishy.
Yeah.
But there's like exceptions I have, like tempura or like, what is it?
Fish sticks.
Fish sticks. And okay, that makes me sound like I'm 5 years old. And what's it
I
called?
mean, if you're someone that doesn't like seafood, then I feel like that's fair.
Hibachi style shrimp.
Yes.
So basically grilled shrimp, I'm assuming.
The stuff that doesn't end up tasting too fishy. And I feel like that's fair. For some people, it's like the most desirable flavor. For others, it's the least desirable flavor. Because a lot of times I feel like I see pro chefs being like, I do this and this to decrease the fishiness and this to improve the texture. And then I'm just like, okay, so you just don't want you want to have the fish, but have it not feel like you're eating fish or taste like you're eating fish. But that's not a bad thing. So I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. So I have exceptions. But regardless, when I saw that goddamn salmon rice bowl, I said, I need that right now.
Was it like
but
a
I
salmon bake? It was like a...
It was just literally salmon. From the night before, I think.
Yes, leftover like grilled salmon or something.
Yep, and then leftover rice. And then she would make the rice, whatever, put with her ice cube in the rice, and then put in the microwave. And then...
So sorry if anyone heard my throat gargle like that.
And then she take it out. She mixes the rice. She then mixes the salmon into the rice. And then she gets Kewpie mayo and sriracha, and then
Furikake?
no, then she gets just
Sesame
seaweed.
seeds?
She just gets seaweed. And then she'll put it on the thing and grab it in one bite.
Yeah. Yummy.
She adds avocado, but I'm not doing that. I have tried avocado way too many times and I can't do it. But if it's a crema,
That's a different story.
that's different. I like the flavor of avocado. I just don't like the texture of it.
We can try that. And you know what? To get at least the avocado flavor, we can try to do some form of like an avocado mayo, like with a Kewpie mayo. Mm-hmm. So that way you don't have to like deal with the texture so much, and also the crunch of the seaweed ends up helping.
Yeah,
Because of like the chewiness of the rice and everything.
every single time she eats it, it looks like the best thing ever.
It's really good. When you cook salmon like that, it ends up being not so fishy.
Yeah,
So I think you'd like it.
it looks phenomenal every single time I see. When I saw that on my For You page for the first time, like a few years ago, my life was changed.
We will be trying this. So I hope we end up liking it collectively. Because I know that I would like it, because I've definitely had that before.
I love Emily Mariko. That's Queendom. TBH. I
Queen.
love her. I love I love watching her cook because it's like, damn girl, I would never make this for myself, but that looks awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Okay, getting back to my talking points. How do we feel about visual stimulation videos? I'm not even going to get into specifics yet. Don't look at the rest. You weren't, but like, don't look at the rest. How do we feel about them? What are your faves?
When you say visual stimulation videos,
I mean ASMR videos that have stuff that you can watch too.
Oh, okay.
When I say stuff that you can watch, I don't mean like Subway Surfers. I mean like literally just like you can watch them while you listen to them.
Oh, would fridge organization videos count as visual stimulation?
Yeah, absolutely.
Then
absolutely.
When people film their day in the lives,
somewhat, I guess.
But
I mean, if
but
it's
they do
on
it
TikTok,
silently.
it would be visual.
But it's like
stimulation,
ASMR.
That too. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah. Try not to look at inspiration from here. I listed some interesting ones.
I'm looking at my chapstick right now. Don't worry.
Ooh. Makeup repair videos. We've been watching so many of those recently. I love makeup repair videos.
I love them. I used to watch them all the time. Oh. Okay. These are like a lot. These are ones that I really watched a lot when I was in high school. So like the makeup repair videos I've watched so much in high school. Like it was insane. And then also in high school, I loved watching eyebrow threading videos, and I still love watching eyebrow threading videos to this day. You show me someone do, I'm like, yeah, I'm sad. Hold on.
That account on Instagram, eyebrows, literally, like that's the entire name, just eyebrows. One of the best accounts ever.
Also nails. I love when people do nails.
Oh yes, I love when
I mean, that's how that was the first stuff I got into YouTube.
Yes, I love the resin like Decoden nails.
Yeah.
Like the ones that really look like those phone cases, and they have like the pink and blue pastel translucent charms and the little gems and decal sticker thingies. They're not even stickers, but they're the nail decals, and I know you know what I'm talking about. I know the people that would be interested in this podcast definitely know exactly what I'm talking about. So if you don't, look it up. It's not that hard. Look it up. But like I love those because like they sound good, they look good, and I know that those cuticles are going to be treated so amazingly. I know that you are going to buff the fuck out of those nails, and like, it's just so nice to look at. I love when people.
I mean, Cute Polish was my girl when I was
Cute Polish
when I was younger.
For me, when I was younger, and we've talked about this with each other a lot. I feel like it's possible we might have mentioned it on here before, but you know what? I'm not going to go back to check, so y'all will just have to deal with hearing it again. But Simply Nailogical.
It's a classic. I never really watched her because all I had was Cute Polish and all I needed was Cute Polish. But like, those videos are so old. Like, they're probably like 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because like that was like when I was like first got into YouTube. Like the only reason why I ever started watching YouTube was because of my cousins, because of One Direction, and because of Cute Polish.
Fair. Shout out Emmy Made in Japan. And you know, all the real ones know that it was Emmy Made in Japan before it was Emmy Made, because Emmy lived in Japan at that point in time. Shout out to Emmy for changing our lives for the better and being unproblematic and so open to trying every food, every single way.
She's so awesome.
I literally love her so much.
I love her so bad.
I know we've mentioned her on here before, yet again. Y'all got to deal with it. We have our faves, and they always have to be mentioned. So
I also just love like 2016 makeup videos, but like okay, but let me specify. Let me specify. When I say makeup videos, I'm not talking about the makeup tutorials on YouTube. Okay, I'm talking about the ones where there would be just a random makeup page on Instagram in 2016 that just had people doing eye looks. Yes. Or doing like trying on lipsticks or doing nails or doing eyebrows or doing things like that. And it was just it was just all of that.
Yes.
Those videos.
Like the ones, I feel like, correct me if this is the wrong era, but I feel like Kylie lip kits specifically were huge.
No, they were huge
at that time, and
They
it
were
was like
huge
people
because-
were always doing like they would test the different lip liners and mix and match with them, and then like show you what it looked like. And that one person with the bump on her lip,
on her bottom lip.
Are you sure? Or maybe we're thinking of different people.
Maybe we're thinking of different people. Mine has.
We love you, girlies, with the bumps on your lips doing lipstick tutorials.
Mine was on the bottom.
Okay, mine was on the top. Serve. I'm sure we can look up lipstick videos and find both of those creators.
The thing is, I think I remember her name being Ashley or something.
Maybe it's a different one then. Anyways, love those kinds of videos.
But yeah, because matte lipsticks were really popular.
I loved watching matte lipsticks being applied, but
I could never wear them.
Oh yeah, because I remember and I know that people have different experiences with different lipsticks, but from what my sister said, the ColourPop matte ones did a really good job of not like destroying your lips.
Yeah, I just don't like matte lipsticks because I just don't like the way they look on my lips particular.
I get that too. Yeah.
Like I always need a gloss if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So it's like.
Although I would eat up when someone would do a matte lip and then they would put gloss on it, and I was like, that kind of destroyed the point, but it was very satisfying.
That was me. That's why my lip gloss containers always just were
whatever color.
Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be a clear lip gloss too.
Yeah, how does that work? When people get clear lip glosses, do they all just kind of deal with the fact that their clear lip glosses are not going to be clear anymore after they use it? Yeah, I figured, but I was just like, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, but
it's the price you pay. I know that's why some people like to just use brushes. Like they'll just take out the applicator and then use a brush.
Mm-hmm. No. Some of us are busy people.
Yeah. I love hyper detailed lip looks, but it's just unrealistic to have for all day wear.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's good for videos, it's good for pictures, it's probably good for parties, but you really got to set it well. But you can't be drinking anything or eating anything unless you have like those everything proof lipsticks.
Mm-hmm.
But those are like, I know a lot of people say that those are really uncomfortable to wear, even though it's like you could honestly wear it for 3 days in a row and it wouldn't fully come off. Like, I know that a lot of people say that those are uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I think Urban Decay released one and their marketing was really good for it. They would spray the lips, like they would just spray the whole face and some glass, and then they would kiss the glass with the lipstick that was applied like less than a full minute ago.
Mm-hmm.
And there would be pretty much no transfer.
That's awesome.
And great marketing. Mm-hmm. I wanted to see the results. I think I saw some TikToks and people said that as long as you let it dry first, then it's like everything proof and it's crazy.
Yeah. I think I know which one you're talking about.
I think I remember showing you the videos, but if I didn't, we'll find it at some point. I don't remember what those were called, but okay, so back to visual stimulation videos. I'm going to list some that we both like, and you can jump in if you hear one that's like super interesting. Okay. Soap cutting videos. Yes. Absolutely. Cornstarch crushing. Like
sometimes.
Yeah, because don't you like dislike the sound at points? Mm-hmm. Me too. That's why I have a love-hate relationship with it. I just wanted to put it on there because I felt like it was valid.
I'd rather people break it than people bite it.
Ooh, I like crushing. Don't let me watch anyone bite it. I the thing is sometimes I want to see it, but like other times I'm like, ugh.
I hear it in my head.
Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't mean it.
No, it's okay.
Taffy pulling machines or hooks. Absolutely. Or like
we need to go to Logan's.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
What's it called?
Logan's
Candy
Shop. They're really popular on TikTok. They got really famous. But the funny thing is they're based in Ontario, and I went there for a Girl Scout field trip.
Oh, I don't know why that reminded me of this, but I needed to tell everyone. Guys, because we're in LA, we are within a 50-mile radius of the Goth CVS.
Like, guys, that's a really big deal.
That's a huge deal. That means that we can take day trips to Goth CVS.
Goth CVS, Goth CVS,
Goth CVS day trip, Goth CVS day trip.
Please need that in my life.
I want to dress Victorian and show up to the Goth CVS.
I mean, we could do that.
Yeah,
could be
but I also
done.
don't want to be targeted.
This is also fair. I get it.
We're already queer. Whoa, what are we gonna do?
We're in LA, though.
Yeah, that's true.
We're in LA.
Yeah. Me saying this as if
Hello?
we're in Boston again.
No.
No, get out of there. The Wahlbergs are there.
The thing is, it doesn't really matter if you're queer or Boston.
No, it doesn't matter either. But the Wahlbergs are there.
But-
That's why you have to be scared.
Yeah. TBH.
The
But-
biggest fear in Boston.
Yeah.
Wahlburgers and the Wahlbergs.
But I love the taffy pulling machines. But I love when they also like when they form it and then they put it inside the thing that like cuts it in half and they like press on it.
Are you talking about like the hot plate thing that they use?
That they use to press into little pieces.
Yes.
And then they pick it up and then they throw it on the counter and it breaks.
Yes. It's almost like a waffle iron.
That. I like that.
I love those.
I
like,
love
the
when they
hard
make it
candy
look like a
videos.
whale.
Oh, or like the ones where they like do like those really, really detailed designs to make the very, very tiny circular, like cylindrical ones, and then they chop it off with like a paint chipper thing.
Yeah.
Those are wonderful. I also like the more that I look at it, the more I'm just like, I feel like these recipes are why I end up not liking a lot of these, because as fun as it was to watch that happen, I don't usually like the taste of a lot of these candies.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, and it's really disappointing.
But I love taffy.
What are grandma type candies that you... And grandma type candies, this is not a derogatory thing, guys. Grandma type candies are the best types of candies, so don't
They
misinterpret my
world,
words.
TBH.
Yes, they absolutely do. We had it last night. The Haribo fruit salad gummies. Oh my gosh. First time I've ever had those. So grandma tasting and so delicious. Texturally, amazing. Wonderful. Why aren't the rest of Haribo candies that, like,
Chewy.
chewy?
I feel
The other ones are so firm.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it hurts.
I literally feel like I'm fighting demons trying
Like,
to
I know those are
bite.
like the quote-unquote classic gummy bears. Don't let them be the quote-unquote classic gummy bears.
No.
That hurts my feelings. That hurts people's teeth.
I told you this a few days ago. I can't say that when the Scooby-Doo opaque blue snack, like gummy snack existed.
I miss that shit.
They got rid of it and that was honestly that I felt betrayal that day. You know?
Like, okay, I know that opaque gummies don't necessarily really taste any different from other gummies, but to me, they're better. To me, the flavor is so different.
Yeah.
To me, it changes the world. Mm-hmm. To me, they're also kind of scary.
Yes.
Cause like those, what is it? The gummy burgers. Love those so much. The buns on them are so satisfying, but they're also terrifying. And I could eat them all day.
No, yeah. There's like some like candies just like trigger something in me where it's like I need to have more right now.
You know what place has those kinds of like random fucking candies that like I need it so bad out of nowhere?
Olive Garden.
Oh, no. But interesting answer.
Because they give the Andes.
I was gonna say Party City.
Oh, that too.
Because have you ever had their like weird soda gummies? Like they look like tiny soda cans, and then
Actually, I haven't.
you like pop them into your hand. They look like really tiny mints, and you put them in your mouth, and they fizz, and they taste like the soda.
I don't think I have.
They're fun. I love those.
Okay, I need to try them.
I feel like I've only had them once in my life. I think so much about those candies. Like they're insane.
Maybe they have one at the Spirit Halloween close by.
Spirit Halloween. Great segue. To something I mean I didn't write anything about Spirit Halloween, but I feel like Spirit Halloween is just an interesting thing in itself.
I love Spirit Halloween. No, I don't. I get really scared of the stuff that's inside there.
No,
But I like looking at the
seriously.
costumes.
When I was younger, I loved Spirit, but I also thought it was the scariest place ever. Like, I didn't want to go too far in because I was scared that the Halloween like decor was gonna be too good. Cause like they had a Bloody Mary one, and if you walked past the mirror, like she would like show up in the mirror and start screaming at you, and it was a really high quality decoration.
No, because some of their like animatronic like stuff like that, like it freaks me out so bad.
Oh, I don't like their animatron. Like, I love their animatronics. Like, okay, you know those theme park swings?
Mm-hmm.
Like the ones that spin?
Like the one at California Adventure,
Yes,
the one that's near the water,
I think so. Yeah.
where they have two seats.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes. I know exactly the one that you're talking about. I remember now. It was like they had a display thing. I think that people could buy. It was like those kinds of like theme park swing sets that would spin, and there were a bunch of like demon babies on each and every single one of the swings, and there were a bunch of like deceased demon babies on the ground around it, and it was so massive. It was the size of like a massive shed.
Oh,
It was crazy, like, cause it was all pretty much an entire like theme park ride, but for those dolls.
yeah.
They have like the most absurd things
That's wild.
at times. I know they would when we were younger. I know that they sold vampire fangs, but they actually included like real denture glue.
No, yeah, they still do.
Oh, that's crazy.
They still sell like glue that like really sticks onto your teeth.
And it's like not good.
No.
Because like you're giving people access to genuine dental care items, like real professional dental care items, and they don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
They're like putting braces on their teeth,
We should go
basically.
Spirit Halloween this week
We should. That would be really fun.
for Friday and Saturday too.
Oh yeah. That's right. Okay. We have to prepare for parties that are coming up because we need to look extra good and we need to have multiple costumes.
Weekend. You know
It's-
that sound?
We're just popular, guys.
I'm partying weekend.
Also, back to the visual stimulation things that I wanted to talk about. Silicone mixing. Like they put it between the two rollers. I know you know what it is, but I'm describing it to whoever might not know what I'm talking about. I just like they have like the blobs of silicone. They just roll them through what looks like a gigantic pasta roller, pasta flattener.
But they always blend so well.
It blends perfectly, and it takes
It's-
just the exact amount of time that it needs to.
Exactly. It's just like those videos that you showed me like a year or two ago where it was like where they put the color powder in the smoothie maker.
Oh my gosh, yes, spirulina powder, I think.
Something like that, and it would color and then it would just go
Yes, let me double check that. Spirulina powder. Oh. Yes, it was like a spirulina powder. Like, this dude was making spirulina, like, natural dyes for smoothie acai bowl mixes.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Yes, those
I love that.
videos. I like those ones. I just love seeing them go.
That and like when people make paint, like people are requesting a custom color for like their house, so people have to make massive containers of paint, and then they like put just a few little drops of stuff in, and they use like that mixer on a drill.
Yes.
And then you just they drip it in, and it rests on top for a little bit, but then it goes down, and you just see this like firework of color, like this explosion of
Yes.
color.
Or the paint matching videos, the one with the pig. Mm-hmm. The one where he gets the pig and it squeaks and he makes it go across. And
Yes.
then he like color matches everything perfectly. I don't know how.
Yes.
But it's awesome.
I
And
love those.
love it every single time.
Or that one dude that does like the really tiny, the minuscule, like tiny paint canvas, and then he uses that to replicate something that's directly behind it, and then it like blends in so well that you can't really see where the painting is anymore.
Yeah.
Love those. Love
always all I
those
got.
ones feel so good.
Always all I got.
That's good for my heart, honestly. Okay. Paint making with oils. Yes, the ones where they take some kind of powder and then they have to put it in some type of mortar and pestle and like really, 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 really grind it up. And then they put it down into like an oil mixture and they have that like flat glass tool that they just mix it in circles with until it becomes
I know
like
exactly
a really
which one you're talking
smooth
about because I love
paint.
when people do that with eyeshadow.
Yes. So I know I remember seeing someone do it with like Kool-Aid and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah.
They would like paint and they would paint a whole picture with all of the paints that they made right
That's
after.
so awesome.
Okay. Unboxing videos. This is a given. I love unboxing videos just of like anything that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Please give me an ASMR unboxing video.
Or boxing videos.
Yeah, like wrapping something up.
Specifically the ones who are Target or Amazon warehouse workers, and then you see them get the tape and then they put the tape on because they press the little button on the little printer thing. Those ones.
I used to do that
Really?
when I worked in the
Oh, that's
in a
right. You told
warehouse.
me about this.
Oh,
We've
I
talked about
loved
this.
those little machines because it was like it was a
love
full.
watching people do
It was
them.
just this massive roll of tape, and then you would just press the buttons, and it would perfectly measure it for you. At the bottom of the box, it told you exactly which measurements you needed, and you just press those buttons, and then like it would just like and it was perfectly perforated, and you could just stick it on. Oh wow, wow! That just brought me back.
Yeah, I like those.
While I was doing that was right when I got pink eye too. I I was doing that and I feel like there was some dirt that got on my hands while he did that and it got in my eye and then it was only in one eye though.
Yeah, it's okay. I've had pink eye in both my eyes before.
Oh, it sucks. And then right after that I got COVID.
Yeah, right after that I got the flu. Which honestly could have been COVID. It was quite literally in the beginning of January 2020. It was like January 2020 actually. It was like a little bit after my birthday.
Damn. No, yeah. I remember we had it like at around the same time.
What is up with us being sick around the same time? Because then we had COVID at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, then did you have COVID twice?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Or thrice? However many times I've had it.
Right.
Damn.
Right.
But at that time I was able to get a really nice amount. Well, where I was working did a really good job of giving like paid sick leave, and I mean I had pink eye, which I couldn't really control because I'm sure it happened at work because that was the only time I was going out anywhere, and then I got COVID, probably also from work.
Yeah.
So I just I got a really nice pseudo vacation because I started feeling better, but I was still testing positive, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna come in and spread it. So
Yeah.
yes, but we had finals and everything, so I needed the time to study.
Oh, so that was like May 2020 ish.
No. Finals. That was winter finals.
Oh. No, yeah, the time I got pink eye in both my eyes, I was senior year of high school.
Oh.
January 2020.
Oh, yes.
Yes. But I also did have COVID December 2020.
Yes. I had it in December 2020 until like January pretty much. Or almost until January.
Cuz I tested positive like I don't know. It was right before finals. I remember we talked about this cuz we were like
Why did we have it at the same time?
Why did we have it at the same exact
we barely even
time?
talked to each other at that time. That was crazy.
I know. It was a sign.
It was a sign.
Mhm. That was the universe.
The universe. Okay. So also back to visual sim videos. And I mean, also ASMR videos, I guess. SAS ASMR, ASMR fan, and satisfying lips. Very
Queendom.
specifically, emoji eating.
I love those. I love the emoji eating videos.
All of them are great.
The crunches are always awesome. Solid crunches most of the time. Solid chew, solid sound. It's great. I love her.
When I want to watch a full-length ASMR video, though, SAS ASMR and ASMR fan. But you know this.
Yeah.
But everyone else has to know this, too. They're just great. I love what they eat. I don't know. I think they're my comfort channel because I would eat with them in high school sometimes. Like when I was eating something and no one else was around, I would just be like, okay, the person that I'm eating with is SAS ASMR or ASMR fan, and we are going to eat together.
Yes. Yep.
But sometimes they would talk about stuff, and it was interesting. I found out more about them.
Yeah. I love that though.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they're very coolio. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
And now we go into overconsumption and capitalism. Don't ask why I started. Well, actually, no. I started thinking about this because I put unboxing videos,
Okay.
and I felt like it would be interesting to address this. So I wanted to make a section where I influence and also de-influence items. So like, just like talk about stuff that you don't need to get because you already have something that works for that, and also talk about things that you can get to replace certain items once they have reached the end of their lifespan.
Yeah.
So we are starting with machine washable mops. I think that is something that everyone should get. That doesn't mean get rid of your mops now. That does mean once your mop now starts to really break on you, feel free to replace it with a washable mop.
Mm-hmm.
It's been working out for us pretty well so far.
Yeah.
We really like it. It makes it so much easier to clean up if Oreo accidentally needs to use the restroom inside at any point.
Yeah.
So that has been helping us a lot. I really like those. I also just feel better about it because I don't feel like I'm using a singular sheet of something. This is not a call out for Swiffer because I love me a good Swiffer, but like
we also have one.
yeah, but like it's really expensive to get those sheets, and those sheets run out really fast, especially when you want to mop as often as we want to mop. So the washable ones, really fun. We are a big fan of, I think, Mop Glow. That's the one that we've been using. It smells nice. You just mix it with water, so we have a spray bottle. Big fan of that. I feel like that ends up saving money, and also just water.
Yeah.
Because we use way less water to mop now, but like we're still able to mop like in a nice way. Next up is dryer balls, like the wool ones.
Yeah.
They're like tennis balls. I heard that you can also use tennis balls. Don't quote me on that though.
But I've also heard that before, I think.
Yeah.
I'm just not 100%.
Yeah, this is a good way to replace your dryer sheets. I also mentioned underneath, instead of throwing away your used dryer sheets, collect them from your clothes and put them in your dresser with your clothes, or in your closet with your clothes somewhere. They, like, instead of throwing them away, like, we all know that a dryer sheet still smells good after you finished using it. So it's a good way to keep your clothes smelling pretty fresh while you're just kind of storing them. And I think, and again, I could be wrong about this, I feel like depending on the ones that you get, some of them help to keep moths away.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yes. Don't quote me on that. You can look that up and decide if I'm wrong. But I feel like, at the very least, they do a good job of keeping your clothes smelling fresh for longer. What's next?
Yep.
Bamboo toothbrushes. Bamboo, I think, is a really cool material because, for those of you who do not know, it can grow up to 3 feet in one day.
Like, that's just wild.
That's absurd. Like, bamboo really grows at such an insane rate, and in the craziest conditions too. And I find that it's just so sustainable. I think there should be more things that are made out of bamboo because I think that we can use it really, really well. And regrow it. That being said, bamboo toothbrushes, big fan, because then we can have something that is, because toothbrushes, you always end up having to throw it away after a certain point because it's going to deteriorate no matter what it's made out of.
Yeah.
But with the bamboo ones, I feel like you don't have to feel so guilty using them because you have better materials. And then for those of us who are worried about microplastics, I feel like it's beneficial in that way too. Just trying to figure out ways to find natural alternatives for things that are safe and still work just as well.
Yeah.
I feel like in terms of toothbrushing, as long as you get one that has good enough bristles and everything, then you should be totally good. And I think that the bamboo ones, they're nice. I found some that are really cheap. And I'm a big fan of choosing the cheap ones that are also sustainable because we have better access to more sustainable things now, I think.
Also don't have all the money in the world, so it's like sometimes you gotta go for the cheaper option in this. And sometimes, honestly, the cheaper options end up being the better options anyways. Like, sometimes you really, really, really get a bang for your buck when you just choose to go with the cheaper option.
Yeah, because I was getting a little case for my vitamins, and I know you know, because you've seen it. But I wanted to get one that was made out of, like, a plastic that wasn't plastic, like an artificial bioplastic. By artificial, I mean a plastic that's not plastic. But I wanted to get something that was made out of a bioplastic instead, just to kind of like test it out and just like increase the amount of things that I have that are biodegradable or made from plant-based things. Wasn't too expensive. Like, it cost the same as pretty much everything else. And the material is really nice. It feels like those 50 cents Target plates.
Yeah.
The 50-cent Target bowls too. I love those. But the material feels very nice and sturdy, and it's really easy to wash. And I feel like we can move on to stuff like that more. One of my pop sockets is it's made out of canola oil.
Hello?
The translucent purple one, that one is made out of canola oil. The adhesive, they're still working on making it out of something biodegradable. But otherwise, the rest of it is made out of like plant-based materials, like oils and stuff. It's crazy.
That's actually bonkers. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it didn't wear in any differently from the rest of my pop sockets. Like, the plastic is just as good.
Nice.
So I was really excited about that. But this is to say that there are more accessible ways to be more environmentally friendly than people want to acknowledge. Like, literally just do your research. Just shop better. That's it.
Yeah. I agree.
Next one. Scrub Daddy makes a coconut husk fiber version of their sponges. So, love Scrub Daddies. I know Scrub Daddies are super popular for everyone.
Yeah.
Honestly, the
Rightfully
most successful Shark Tank product, which
next to Ring.
Next to Ring, yes. Very, 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 very good things. Very useful things that we also completely and totally love to use.
Yeah.
But Scrub Daddy makes a coconut husk fiber one. Like, coconut husk fiber Scrub Daddy. So hard to say. And it's not that expensive. It's like, I think it's $1 or $2 more, which fair if you can't make the stretch for that, because it's one of those things where it's like every penny counts in this economy. But it's not the most expensive thing in the world.
Yeah.
And it's nice to grab.
No, yeah.
I know that IKEA has some stuff like that too. They have like plant-based material made dish sponges and dish scrubbers.
The
brush.
Yeah, the brush.
Yes, we need to get that. It was on us for not getting it last time.
I don't know why we did. I should have just got it. Just grabbed it.
Oh, you know why we didn't? Oh, wait, did you see it last time?
This last time we went?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. Ugh. We should have grabbed it. That's on us.
I know.
Anyways.
It's okay.
There's that. And there's also natural loofahs. I believe if you go on Amazon, you can find some natural loofahs as well and use them as dish sponges. Because they're just a really nice material. They work really well. I have one in the shower right now, and I like them. I think that they're pretty rough until you break them in. Once you break them in, they're really nice.
Yeah, one of the loofahs that I have, it has like a scrub on the other side, but that one is made out of like compostable materials.
I like those things. They're fun.
So.
And it feels good because I know that there's so many scientists that talk about how we are all decreasing our lifespan because of all of our exposure to microplastics. And I'm just like, if there's anything that I want to do, it's, I guess, like, try to slow down on that. Because, like, that's good for me and that's good for the environment. So it's like, I don't think it's hurting anyone to do that.
Yeah, and like the loofah itself is made out of, like the sponge part is made out of compostable materials, and the loofah side is made out of recyclable materials. Stuff.
I love stuff like that. What is it? It's just it feels good to be able to use stuff like that because I don't feel as guilty and I don't feel yucky using it. I'm liking that word today, yucky.
what is it? Yucky Blucky. Junie B. Jones and the Yucky Blucky fruitcake.
Yes. Wait, Junie B. Jones and the gay person?
This is something society's not talking about.
Wow.
Wow.
So they really titled it like that?
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Anyways, look at what society's become. Okay, back to my talk about sustainability. This isn't necessarily to say that we should all buy these items and throw away what we already have, but it is an indicator that there are a lot of reasonably affordable items that you can use to participate in a more sustainable lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's always been fair to have the argument that it truly is more expensive to live your life in a sustainable way.
Oh,
like,
100%. So much more expensive.
capitalism is literally designed to make that the most challenging thing in the world. Because if you have a bunch of money, not environmentally friendly. If you have no money, not environmentally friendly. If you have somewhere in the middle, still not environmentally friendly.
Like,
there is not a way to ethically exist within capitalism.
no, yeah. It'd be a little tough. Be a little tough, oh yeah.
And a lot of philosophers talk about this too. Like, and not necessarily capitalism, but just like there is not fully a 100% ethical way to exist. So don't beat yourself up too. Like, I'm saying all these things as ways to help share what I have learned for myself, but also don't feel pressured to partake in all of the things that I am mentioning, because sometimes it's hard and sometimes money is hard. So
yeah,
never break yourself over trying to be environmentally friendly, because it's not always the most accessible thing. It has become more accessible though.
Yeah.
So for those of you who flat out aren't trying but have the ability to try, that's on you. But try as much as you can within reason.
Within reason.
Oh, I've also mentioned this before. I talked about this to help get rid of gnats in the sink, but you can just do this in general. For cleaning solutions that are environmentally friendly and also pet safe and child safe and you safe. For cleaning solutions, I usually like to mix white vinegar, water, dish soap, lemon juice, and I put it in a spray bottle. I shake it up. It's more water than anything. It's more like water with a splash of vinegar, with like a tablespoon of dish soap, and like the juice of half a lemon. And also, if you can put it in the spray bottle, tiny pieces of the lemon as well to increase the acidity of it. And then I use that and I spray places with that and scrub them up, because it gets a little bit enough of a lather, like there's enough soap in it that it gets a lather. There's enough acid in it that it starts to, it lifts up really hard stains. But if it's too hard, then I add baking soda, because then it starts to fizz up and then it works like the scrubbing bubbles. And I just love doing that. It doesn't always smell exactly the way that people want it to. Like, it won't smell like roses. It will smell like lemony vinegar.
Yeah.
But it cleans surfaces very well, and I feel like it really doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
And all of those things are not the most expensive things. They're really good for cleaning anyways,
yeah, and
too.
it's good things to have in your house anyways, or things that people would have in their house anyways.
Like, these are all very normal things to have, and I feel like this is one of the most, like, easy solutions for cleaning that I've found online. And, I mean, it's been working for me. It does a good job of getting rid of ants, too. Like, I had some trails of ants in my room, and I sprayed it with that solution, and it took a little bit, but if you continue to spray it with that solution, if there's more vinegar, it throws off the scents in the pheromones that the ants leave for trails, so they get confused, and then they just leave. So, very useful method, very helpful.
Nice.
My room smelled so vinegary, but it really helped.
It's okay. Salt and vinegar chips are really yummy.
Oh yeah, salt and vinegar. Honestly, if you take out the dish soap part of that mixer, you could start spraying that onto things. Because it's got the vinegar, it's got some lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's watered down, but because of that, it wouldn't be so, like, aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that I'm going to do that, but, like, interesting thing. But that is to say that because all of the things are edible aside from the dish soap, really, it's not a harmful thing. The dish soap is just to help clean stuff up. and kill bacteria. What else? Next quote. Mariah Carey, but she slipped on some ice while singing Video by Russian Red Panda. All that I have to say about that is there was an ambulance, but everyone stopped singing and the band continued playing. And I think the top comment mentioned that's a YouTube video, by the way. That was just the title of a YouTube video that we saw earlier while I was doing my research. And by research, I mean whatever I do to write the scripts of these.
Yes.
There was an ambulance and everyone stopped. People thought it was so funny specifically because the band continued playing, but everyone stopped singing.
Yeah.
Wow. Do they care what was going on with Mariah?
No.
I mean, maybe, but the show must go on.
Show must go on.
Yeah. And that concludes my talking points section. Yay! Okay. I did add some rambling with the Redditors, but we've been yapping a lot, and that's totally okay. But I have to include rambling with the Redditors because this podcast is literally called Rambling About Things I Read on Reddit. So I have to mention it. User Mazel Basil posted saying, "I just fell to my knees in a Walmart parking lot." Goodness. And Ronnie just showed this to me earlier, but I'd already seen it because I was trying to keep it secret from Ronnie until he opened Twitter, which is totally okay because, I mean, we all have access to the internet. And now that we live together and we're, literally attached at the hip, it's one of those things that we have the same feed no matter what.
No,
Anyways,
it's so funny because we'll be scrolling on each other's phones at, before we go to bed. And then, I'll look at Brandon's and he's like, "How did I get this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that is definitely a me video. I'm so sorry about that." And then I'm like, "How did this get on my For You page?" And then Brandon goes, "It knows we live together."
It knows that we're watching each other's phones.
No, yeah.
For TikTok now.
It's kind of my favorite thing in the entire world.
Because we'll have scroll time and then most of the time we just give up on... Because, okay, half the time we'll both be scrolling on our phones and... Mostly my phone will be extra loud and then you'll just hear both of the audios right next to each other and it's so overwhelming, but we're so used to it that we just get used to it, just consuming all of the content. But then I turn my volume up and then Ronnie turns his volume up and then I turn my volume up until we're both just blasting and you just hear the craziest layers of TikTok screaming over each other. And
then eventually we're just scroll on yours.
Yeah, one of us puts the phone down and we just scroll on someone else's phone. Yeah.
It's it's an everyday thing, guys. This happens every day.
Is there probably a much better solution for this? Yes.
Yes.
Do we partake in participating in that solution? Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. How dare you even ask?
Anyways, this was the Twitter user at Studio Zac, Z-A-C-C, posted, "The misuse of the new hot dog costume in Dress to Impress has been noticed. We will remove the color toggles for it and leave it as a plain hot dog costume. If it is still misused, we will remove the hot dog and pumpkin accessory. We want to create a safe and friendly environment for our players, and it was not intended to be used this way. Thank you."
Yeah, but I wanted to do the Plankton look.
Seriously.
I wanted to do the Plankton look so bad.
It's so messed up that they have to do stuff like that because people are just really misusing things.
I know. It's just it's also just really annoying because it's just we're all just trying to have fun and you just ruin the fun for everyone else.
Seriously. Oh, speaking of things that were removed from games, also a lot of the Disney characters that are Fortnite skins are not allowed to be used in any Fortnite mode that has guns anymore. So people paid so much for these season passes or these skins and whatnot, and they can't use them in the game anymore because Disney does not want their characters to be represented with guns.
It's then why did you even do a collab with them? Also, just realized we forgot to do the Sky Run.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally looked at the time and I was we missed the Sky Run. But it's okay. This is our first day that we've missed in the season of Moomin.
Yeah.
Gasp. It's okay. We can recover. We will recover.
We will rebuild.
We will rebuild. That was just a Dress to Impress update that I felt like I needed to include.
Oh my god, did Days of Mischief start too?
Days of Mischief started today, which is okay. You don't have to do every single day of the Days of things, because I know that they do, like, because you can also use your in-game currency to purchase more of the other things. We'll do it right after this, so then we can start doing it, like, we can do the Skyruns past midnight, so then we can be ahead of time for everything instead. Because when it hits almost midnight, we always panic.
Yeah.
We need to go back to our schedule of doing it early.
That was so off topic. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. r/Kpop heads, user Ladybird1586 asked, which idols play Dress to Impress? And here are my personal votes. And then, Ronnie, you can come up with yours while I'm listing these. So the people that I listed are JYP, just flat out JYP. Him.
Okay.
And someone also mentioned it in some responses, like in Reddit. They said, like, JYP, because of that fuck-ass dress that he wore that one time. Sweet dreams are made of this.
How many of us were scared?
That was horrifying.
How many of us were scared?
Why did he do that? So, JYP, Felix of Stray Kids, Lily of NMIX, Yuchi of G-Idol, Yunjin of LE SSERAFIM, and
1000%.
all of the five Japanese J-pop girlies. Every member of that group would play Dress to Impress, for sure. And I said that just to name a few, because I definitely have more on that list, but I didn't want to sit down and come up with all of it, because there's just too many idols in all of the groups that we listen to. So
Yeah.
that's at least 100 people to go through. At least.
Yeah, 1000%.
Funny turn.
I agree with Felix. I agree with Lily, and I agree with Yunjin. I also really think, Sana.
That would make sense.
For some reason, I just think Sana, and I also think Mina.
And Jonghyun.
I can see that, but I can see that. But for some reason, Mina's just calling my name right now.
Mina is calling your name. The thing is, that makes sense for her. Like, she is just so out of context.
No, exactly. Oh, Sakura.
Oh, for sure, Z's. Yeah. Definitely not Chaewon.
No.
But it would just be so funny if she did.
It'd be really funny if she did.
Like, the day that she does, I want them to make that a part of their, like, the vlog style videos that they make. I need to see that.
Yeah, I also think I would also add Changbin.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I would also add Dahyun. And I think I would also add Haewon.
Chaeryeong and Yuna.
Chaeryeong 1000%. Yuna, oh yeah, Yuna too actually. Renjin would play, but only because they'd be forcing her to play.
Yuna?
Renjin.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely would. Because she knows about it, she would be so resistant to play it.
Yeah.
But they would have to force her to play, and she would love it, but she just would not want to say it.
Oh, yeah.
Yup.
That's how I feel. And then I feel like there's like someone else that I was like thinking about that would totally be playing Dress to Impress. But I mean, those are the people who I would also add to your list, because I also agree with your list.
Thank you. I feel like it was a good list.
Yeah. Oh, Giselle.
Oh, I forgot to add
Giselle.
anyone from aespa. The thing is, I also wanted to kind of leave it open, so then you had people to also add.
But the thing is, out of all of them, I only feel like it would be Giselle. Like, to me, that makes that just like makes the most sense personally.
It does. We were speculating, everyone. We were speculating that the next Dress to Impress. Hello. That we are suspecting that the next Dress to Impress collab with an artist, because it's rumored or it's genuinely been said that they're gonna collab with a K-pop group soon. It's a rumor, but they just introduced like a supernova set, so we're predicting that aespa is the K-pop group that they're going to be working with.
Even though we both definitely feel like it's probably LE SSERAFIM, but
because it would also feel like LE SSERAFIM too.
But because the Supernova thing, we're like, maybe it's aespa, but like...
Yeah, and also with the way that Whiplash sounds, it would be really good for Dress to Impress.
I mean, Crazy is really good for
Crazy is also good for Dress to Impress, which is, like, the top 3 groups that I'm thinking of are going to be aespa, LE SSERAFIM, and XG. And it's not and I know that XG isn't necessarily K-pop, but it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like...
They're in the vein.
They're in the vein of it, so maybe it could have gotten twisted within the rumor that it was K-pop. And it's just XG, like an international girl group. I know that they're an international girl group. They still categorize in K-pop, okay?
Yeah. I got it.
They're not K-pop, though. I'm not going to pretend that they're K-pop. But, like...
But this only asked idols, so it didn't say K-pop idols.
Yeah. So, is that your entire list, would you say?
For right now, yes.
Nice.
But, Nayeon.
Oh, absolutely.
Duh.
Absolutely.
Like, duh.
Bald Nayeon with no eyebrows. Especially.
Bald Nayeon with no eyebrows. Twice. Girl.
How do you pronounce your names? Twice.
No, girl. That's not what they were talking about.
She goes, Nayeon. She's perfect. So this was posted by r/curated Tumblr. Oh, no. This was posted under the subreddit r/curated Tumblr by LiveTart6130. Okay. Not an announcement, just a correction. This is a post. Try not to read it because it's really funny. My tattoo artist told me his teenage son came out to him as trans by giving him a bunch of blue cupcakes and a greeting card that said, "It's a boy." And I responded, not me, the person writing this, said, "That's cute." And they said, "It was not cute." He snapped, "I thought he was pregnant." I just thought that was really funny. I like that one.
I'm gonna do that to my parents.
That shit is so fucking funny. It was not funny. It was not cute. I thought he was pregnant.
I thought he was pregnant. Stop.
That's all that post was. I have our next one now.
Okay.
This one was posted in r/ask Reddit by Yorkshire996. Okay. What is an app that's actually worth paying for premium? I didn't look at any of the responses, so I'm gonna try and come up with one. This is a personal thing. There's an app called Fluid. We were literally talking about visual stimulation earlier. This app is literally just a fluid physics simulator app where you can change the colors and properties of the fluid that is moving through other things. You can even change the viscosity of the fluid. It's crazy. It's just literally just sitting down visual stimulation so that I can touch my phone or iPad screen and then it just does awesome stuff. It's like what's it called? Those little mini Tesla coils inside of those like spheres where you could touch it and control the little plasma beams inside of it. It's like that, but on your screen. I would say that's worth the full version because I paid for the full version because it was either a subscription or you just pay for the full version, and I paid for the full version because I need my visual stimulation.
If I can justify lifetime, then I'll justify lifetime, but most of the time my brain's like, see, but that one's cheaper for right now, so I'll go with the cheaper option, then I get stuck in that cycle.
Yes.
So really bad habit. But, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean,
for work, at least for me, is Chartmetric, but...
Yes.
What else were you going to say?
Oh my gosh. I just lost it. It's totally okay. I'm just going to start reading the ones that were mentioned.
Okay.
And maybe that'll jog my memory.
Okay.
Geckles, Geccles, said, "I'll tell you what I won't ever do is pay for a service and it still has ads. I'll pay for no ads, but we'll never pay for ads. That's fair.
So real, but
No
it's just so
C
expensive.
Quail responded with looking at you, Hulu.
No,
Exactly.
Because it pisses me off so bad. Because it's like, then what's the point of me paying for the subscription service?
For those of you who are old enough for this, do you remember when you could watch Hulu without having to pay for it because you could watch it with ads? That doesn't happen anymore. Because before you had to pay and then there would be no ads. And then it hit a certain point and now you just pay and still have ads.
No, literally.
Because you can't even use it for free anymore.
Because they have like, oh my god, like TV and movie streaming services in general. They piss me off so bad because they have tiers of their subscription where it's like you can not watch for free, but what you can do is pay for a lot of ads, pay for a medium amount of ads, pay for a low amount of ads, or pay for no ads.
And when you do pay for no ads, that's the only time that you can download it now. Not like when literally 6 years ago ish they were like introducing the feature of being able to download because you have a paid subscription, so now you can watch on the plane or whatnot. But now, even the ones that you can download and whatnot, they'll download the ads with the movie, so you still watch the ads.
No, yeah, and like how like password sharing. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, cause like with the new updates to Netflix and a whole bunch of other services, it's like if you connect the account to a TV, now it's just like, oh, so this is your IP address. Now that we know that this is your IP address, we know that this is your address. So you have to pay for more households for you to be able to connect to this on another Wi-Fi, or pay for more households if you're going to be watching like on data. Huh? My phone is not a household.
Like,
it's my phone. I'm in the same household. I just have to leave sometimes because I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone. Like
it's actually so irritating. Ugh. Greed is an evil, evil thing.
And Netflix never ever had ads. That was never something that we conceptualized ever until it started to have ads. And the worst part about it too is that they used to not have ads for a lot of the Netflix original shows, and now they have ads for the Netflix original shows.
I should not be watching things for free on YouTube with ads.
Although I will say, but it is nice that YouTube does the thing where you can watch movies for free with ads, because we did that once. Like, we didn't know what we were gonna do when we were hanging out, so I was just like, let's just go on YouTube and look up what movies they have to watch for free with ads. And what was it called? It was like a princess movie or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was great.
Needed Letterboxd then.
What's her name? The main actress in it, I think she was in Sex and the City. I could be so wrong. But loved that movie. It was really fun. And it was also not it wasn't like a low budget, out of context, low quality, bad movie. It was like a really relatively popular film for when it came out. A lot of those are just available on YouTube now, or like some classics you can just watch. That's worth it because it's completely free. Like, I'm not offended by having ads because I don't pay for a subscription service. So I can deal with having ads.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'm there for. But when we've been paying for so long, and like, I know that at some point my family had to upgrade because we like share with my grandpa and whatnot. And then like, we didn't have enough households. And then like, we didn't have enough this and that. And there were too many members, and there were too many devices, and I'm just like, what if we have more than one device, guys? Like, it's okay to have more than one device. Like, now you're making me pay because I have another device. Like that's it.
That's just so unreal. And it's just like, again, greed is an evil thing. Like,
and the worst part about this too is that they're making more money, and all of the people, like, everyone that worked on those movies is not getting paid reasonably for all of the money that all of these streaming services are making off of doing this shit. Yeah. It's so dumb.
It's quite ridiculous.
Okay, anyways, I'm going to continue with that question. what is it? Oh, Spotify. I would say Spotify or just most music streaming services. I have my gripes with Spotify, in terms of how they compensate artists. But again, this is the problem with streaming services. They never compensate their artists enough. That's aside from the point. I think a lot of music streaming services, from the consumer standpoint, are really good.
Yeah.
Like Apple Music works really well. The Google Music, it works, or YouTube Music works so well. And it's cool because you can also use YouTube Music to literally just like download YouTube videos and everything. YouTube, honestly, from what I can tell, is doing a really good job in terms of streaming stuff, for being able to consume content. Like there's just so much on it, and I love it. What else? Oh my gosh! What other music streaming service that's paid for is? I already said Spotify. I already said Apple Music. Tidal and Deezer.
YouTube Music.
Oh,
Pandora,
Amazon Prime Music. I
Amazon.
feel like a lot of people forget about Amazon Prime Music. It's included in Amazon Prime. You can get pretty much everything. They used back in like 2014-ish, they did a really bad job of releasing music at the same time. Like I had to wait like 6 months for Adele to start coming out on the stuff on Amazon Music, and it kind of sucked because I was just like, ugh, I feel like I just have this lame version of Spotify that doesn't work completely, but it does now work completely because they needed to compete.
Yeah.
I think those are worth it. I would say. What else? What's another one? Not a subscription, but get the Paprika app if you cook at all. Okay, but that wasn't the question. Like, thank you for that, but that wasn't the question.
Yeah. Well, I mean, does it have to be a subscription, or can you buy like lifetime?
Oh no, I like like. Oh, I mean, even if it doesn't have to be a subscription, but even if you buy it,
Yeah.
I guess I don't know if that was a paid app. I'm trying to think of other ones. Like there are some games that I would like to list. Oh, I mean, okay, this is a given. We were literally talking about Sky earlier. I think that's worth it, but that's also just because I really like the game. In general, I know people say it's a waste to spend money on in-app purchases, in-game purchases. Bitch, if I'm having a good time and I want to spend some money to make sure that I keep on having a good little time and want to be included in some stuff, don't bother me. That's my business.
Literally.
Mind your business. Yeah, exactly. What is it? Same goes with like Fortnite, obviously. Dress to Impress, obviously. Because these are all things that are apps. And I'm saying Fortnite is an app because I'm just willing it into existence that Fortnite decides to grow up and start adding Fortnite back to the App Store in countries that aren't also in Europe. That's messed up, guys. Why are you gatekeeping the app version to Europe?
For real. That's how I started playing.
People in the UK can't play Fortnite on their phones.
Yeah.
Wait, what if
they're not part of the EU?
Unless they have a VPN. This is why we need to get a VPN, guys. So we can play Fortnite.
Guys, drop a comment down below your favorite VPN service. Thanks.
No, seriously, because I want more real people reviews that aren't content creators who get paid a bunch of money to talk about VPN services. Even though I do trust most of those people who are talking about those VPN services.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one. Let me see if there's another one that I want to talk about. Because I always add so many of these. For those of you who didn't know, I usually add like an absurd amount of Reddit stories at the end, and then I just go through however many I feel like make sense for how long I think the episode should be. Anyways.
Yeah.
This was posted in r/ask Reddit by relax_elated00. Halloween isn't even here, and stores are already playing Christmas music. How soon do you think is too soon to start the Christmas festivities? I think that it's too soon to start it before Halloween. I think it's fair to start selling it before Halloween, just because Halloween into Thanksgiving into Christmas, that's so many things at once. So it's like, I think it's fair to be able to stock up beforehand. But we don't have to go so crazy into it like that, you know?
No, it actually pisses me off, TBH, because I hate seeing Christmas stuff in store right now.
Yes.
Because I hate seeing Christmas stuff in store right now. Like, yeah, sell it early. Actually, don't. I personally am like, please stop selling it early. Like, I want to see it after Halloween. I don't want to see it until after Halloween.
I think that's fair too.
Because then they overstock on Christmas and Thanksgiving supplies that there's no more fucking Halloween supplies throughout the rest of the store.
Yeah, and it feels like places stop stocking for Halloween by October 10th.
No, exactly. And I'm like, you guys got jokes. You guys are silly. You guys are really, really, really silly. I have to let out a little hee hee ha ha right now.
Little giggle.
Yeah. That's my only gripe.
Yeah, someone says superb _item 6839 says anything before Thanksgiving is too soon. I think that's fair, but based off of how I know working retail works, I think that before Thanksgiving is acceptable. Not ideal, but acceptable specifically because Thanksgiving doesn't happen everywhere.
I was going to say, I think it's completely acceptable because it doesn't exist everywhere else.
Yeah. Like, in America, sure, I guess. But America is consumerism as fuck. So it's one of those things where I'm just like, don't be pressed. There's going to be good deals.
Yeah.
Calm down. Like, calm down. We're literally about to hit Black Friday.
No,
good
yeah.
deals. And that is to say also that Black Friday does not have good deals anymore. When we were younger, I feel like you could walk into a store and it was literally 80% off.
Dude.
Now, Black Friday is like 25% off the third item that you buy.
They don't fight like they used to.
I don't want them to fight. Like, that was scary, but like, shit. Bring back normal fucking Black Friday things. Bring back the time when we could actually get something reasonable during Black Friday.
Yeah.
Because Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I know I'm not going to get good deals unless I'm like maybe on Amazon or something like that, because going in store for so many places now, it's like they're not able to offer much. A lot of places are really not able to offer much at all. I think Apple's Black Friday sale is not having a Black Friday sale, and they might do 10% off at Apple authorized retailers.
See, the thing is just like, well, companies don't really participate in it anyways. But I mean, I personally never celebrated, or like not celebrated, I never like participated in Black Friday. So I never got the experience, but so I never knew what the deals really were. I just knew that they were really, really grandiose.
Oh, absolutely. I'm trying to think of some of the deals that I've gotten, but it's been so long that I can't even remember how much money I spent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they have good deals on Kindles on Black Friday. I love a good Kindle. I love a good e-reader. E-paper is awesome. Oh, speaking of Kindle, Amazon just released the pre-order links for the new Kindle. I forgot exactly what the name is, but the new Kindle has colored e-paper in its display, which it's existed for a while. But Amazon just released it into the Kindles, which is awesome. I don't need it, though. This is me talking myself out of purchasing it for everyone to witness.
Okay.
If I'm going to be using a device to read books, the books that I read, for the most part, are like not going to have any colors in them. So why would I need it to be colored? I feel like at that point, like, just get an iPad, just get the Amazon Fire tablet. Like, I don't know. I understand that there is a use for that, especially if you want to save money by getting a Kindle for a child, so then you can have them like have picture books like in a nice way. But also it's just like, I don't know. It feels like the last thing that they can come up with in terms of upgrading the Kindle, because they're like running out of new innovations for it, because it's a reading device. Mm-hmm. Like, what are they gonna do? Add speakers and a camera? Like, yeah. I feel like that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, maybe they could eventually add speakers and then have it be like have it read to you.
Yeah, but the thing is, like...
Like, that's the only thing that I could think of as a possible upgrade in, like, the future.
Yeah.
But then it's literally fine the way it is. But I'm just saying, like, as, like...
Yeah. But at that point, it's
anything,
like, get a tablet.
Yeah.
Because then you could just get it to read to you already. Mm-hmm. Like, because that would just be such... That's so much money. They're already, like, waterproof and everything. Like, you can use them in the pool now. I don't know. This is my take. Interesting things about Kindles.
Yeah.
But I think... Wait, let me see if there's anything interesting else that I want to read to everyone.
Okay.
Ooh, this is the last one that I'm going to read.
Okay.
Again, in r/ask Reddit. Whimsy Waddle Woo.
Okay.
Wonderful name. When you're sick, what are some things that you eat, drink, watch, etc. to be more comfortable?
7-Up.
7-Up? Yes. 7-Up or Fanta and saltines. Mm-hmm. Chicken noodle soup. If not chicken noodle soup, instant noodles, the chicken flavor. For all you Filipinos out there, my mom's lugaw with extra ginger.
I would say 7-Up, chili con papas,
Good for your sinuses.
saltines.
Absolutely.
Also chicken noodle soup, but most of the time I would ask for albondigas if I was sick.
That makes sense.
A lot of the stuff that I would ask for when I was sick was just like a lot of like Mexican comfort food. So
Mexican
like
comfort food is so good.
Sopita.
Mexican comfort food is amazing for
Just a
lining
lot
your
of-
stomach for drinking.
I just like I like having a lot of like different sopas during when I'm sick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't drink anything else besides like 7-Up and Sprite.
Yeah.
Pretty much like that. Mostly it's mainly 7-Up, but like yeah. And
Yes.
then yeah.
Nice. This is a good list. Weasel Wassel 3. Y'all come up with the strangest names. Sprite and The Price is Right. Yes. Oh, I forgot to talk about what we watch. Watch Phineas and Ferb, ASMR YouTube, Harry Potter. I never really know which movies I want to... Well, I love... The Deathly Hallows is fun because of the action, but I'm not really in the mood for action. When I'm feeling sick, I always think of winter for some reason. So I need to watch something that has some Christmas stuff in it. So it's almost always going to be the first, second, third, or fourth Harry Potter movies. Because those are the most, like... It feels like a safe time in childhood. Not that I would watch those when I was sick, but like they happened to come on like ABC Family and whatnot because they used to have like Harry Potter weekends.
Yeah.
And when I was sick, I'd watch those.
I wouldn't really watch anything because honestly, when I'm sick, I just want to sleep the entire time. So I really am pretty much sleeping and scrolling on my phone because then eventually I scroll on my phone for more than like 10 minutes and then my eyes start hurting. So then I need to sleep. So then most of the time I'm sleeping.
Fair.
But if I watch anything, I really don't. If anything, I watch YouTube, but...
Yeah.
Or I used to watch The Office, but I don't have access to watching The Office anymore.
I like to play Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Or Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I'm sick, I'm a baby, TBH.
I get it. I don't like when I'm sick and I get the chills. The chills are the bane of my existence if I'm sick.
No, because I'm like, nothing's comfortable.
It hurts to move so bad. And I'll be like shivering so hard that my entire body just like starts aching. And I know that that's body aches, but like it feels like my body is just going to fall off.
No, I know. I was like, ugh, I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate getting the chills.
Such a yucky feeling.
I know. Like, not the movement. Mm-mm.
Eat, drink. Oh, tea. Tea. More tea. I preferably green tea, but if it's black tea or literally anything else, I don't mind. As long as it's some kind of hot tea, I'm there. I will not want a cold tea if I'm sick.
When I'm sick, I like Earl Grey.
I like anything with ginger.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. I get that too.
Yes. These are our sickness sharing things. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. I literally have nothing else to share with you guys. I feel like we covered as much as I could reasonably cover within our time span. This is almost 2 hours long. It's definitely going to be shorter once I edit it, but it's still almost 2 hours long now that we're looking at the recording time. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for enjoying our cunty detective costumes, our cunty red detective costumes. Showing off parts of the costume, I have like my fun little princess glove things on with a black turtleneck layered underneath a very, I gotta be so real, it's like a reddish Willy Wonka looking jacket. And it was thrifted. And then I have this like, it's actually a part of a robe, but the way that I tied it, I wanted it to look like one of those floofy little bows.
You guys can see it on our Instagram, by the way.
Yes, you can see it on the Instagram at any point that you decide to look at our Instagram. And I have my matching beret as well. And Ronnie is wearing we did a fun little combo. So look at the hat. Ronnie, show us the hat real quick. Give us yep. It's cute, isn't it? Right? It's a fisherman's hat. We have the chin strap tucked underneath. We put some, I think, fake carnations into it. And we also, around the top, right where you would put the extra baits and hooks and whatnot, we tied a beautiful little belt under it and we pinned up one of the sides. So,
tie.
Yes, we tied a tie.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. Ronnie is wearing some nice tinted red glasses with a red vest underneath a black trench coat moment. So it looks very suit-like.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yes. Honestly, I'm like, we need a theme. And then I just start putting Ronnie in clothes. And then I dress up. And then that's what happens. So I hope everyone likes the themes.
It's kind of awesome.
We've been trying to like change it up. Even after Halloween, I think we're just going to be dressing up and going crazy. And y'all are just going to have to deal with it because that's how we do things here
now. So deal with it
now. Yeah. Anyways, my Instagram is at brandon._.amor. But let's not forget, we have an Instagram as a podcast. It is RATIROR_podcast. I'll spell that out for you. RATIROR_podcast. That again is one more time RATIROR_podcast. We have that up now, so please follow it. We post cute little thingies, and you can get updates on us. And then also find our Instagrams there too. But we're mentioning our Instagrams anyways. My TikTok is also Brandon at brandon._.amor. And the YouTube, just look up rambling about things I read on Reddit. You're already here. So just look at the title down there, or look at the title on Spotify or Apple, and you can find us on YouTube. Put Brandon Amor right after it just to make it easier to find us. Your turn, Ronnie.
Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok at Ronnie Red, RONNIIRED. That's it.
Yep. Okay. And for advice, what advice can I leave you with? Oh, this is a hard one. I feel like I've given out so much advice already. I'm like starting to run out of different things that could be helpful. Oh no, this is so worrisome and concerning. Oh, if you are the type of person who likes to go and have and just wear your athletic clothing more often than not, feel free to not necessarily put it in the washer, because sometimes you don't have enough of those clothes and you need to just hand wash them. Remember, those dry very quickly, and it would do you better to hand wash them and let them dry in your bathroom, so then you can use them more often without having to go to the washing machine and be sad that you don't have a full load, because it feels sucky to just wash a singular item like that. Further than that, head to IKEA, pick yourself up a little wash basin thing. We just did that, and it is like one of the only things that is really fucking keeping me going recently, because not that everything is bad, it's just that specific wash basin, wow, I love it. I've used it for so many things already. It's literally just a washboard at the bottom of a folding bowl. So
collapsible bowl.
Yeah, collapsible folding bowl.
TikTok.
It works so well. It's good for cleaning. It's good for putting your cleaning brush in, so then you can get soapy water and then just have a good amount of that for stuff. I used it to clean my Crocs. Okay, showing off the clean Croc. Showing off the clean Croc. For those of you who can see, I'm showing off my clean Croc, and I'm like, I know I'm not crazy. I know it's pretty damn clean. So, yes. Very excited about that. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for gabbing. We literally just talked about whatever we wanted. But that happens every single time. Get used to it. And if you're not, at this point, fuck, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to do for you.
For real.
Find someone else. But that's not me kicking you out. I mean, I guess that is. It's okay. Bye. Love you.
Bye,
We'll
love
see you
you.
guys next week. And stay frisky. Continue to stay frisky forever. Love you, frisky friends.
Bye.
Bye. Fracture me, fracture me.